Every July, Bobby Bonilla, and for those of you who don't know who Bobby Bonilla is, he's a baseball player. Every year, he gets $1 million, hasn't played baseball for decades, and still gets paid. When the Mets cut him, he had outstanding money, and they had to pay him like roughly $6 million. They said, instead of paying you all $6-7 million that we owe you now, we're going to give you $1 million a year, every year. So 36 years, he gets $1 million a year every July. Talk about an incredible annuity that Bobby Bonilla set up for himself. He made a $6 million investment. He basically told the Mets, keep your $6 million, just give me $1 million a year until 2035. He could have got that $5 or $6 million up front, but he transferred his risk. He didn't have to pay the tax, and he knew he was going to have an income stream for the next 35 years of his life. That's a pretty good trade-off, right? Everybody does 401ks and IRAs, and they take the tax deduction today. They take the tax deduction when they can afford to pay taxes at the lowest tax rates possible. I've never met somebody that when they go into retirement that they want to have less money and income during retirement. You're spending more than you ever had, and you're busier than you ever were. You don't even know how you worked and got things done because you're so busy being retired. We were trained to take the tax deduction today. So we've deferred the tax on that dollar that we invested today that for Bobby Bonilla turned out to be $35 million down the road. Our retirement account represents somewhere between 30 and 50% of our income as we go through retirement. And all of a sudden now we're getting hit with these huge tax bills, and had somebody sat down with them ahead of time and explained to them what the tax implications would be down the road, they might have made other choices. So maybe you do the Bobby Bonilla deal with enough future income to cover that side of it, and that's transferring the risk. Bobby Bonilla gets $1 million a year for 35 years. That was a great deal. That was transfer the risk of him running out of money. It's a paycheck every year for 35 years. That's a strong retirement.